Okie dokie, let's go ahead and make sure we have a safe space. And as some disclaimers, we do encourage you to have a parent in the vicinity while you do the activities in today's class. This will be recorded and this will be put onto our social media platforms. So if you do not want yourself or your child to be on the social media platforms, we do ask that you turn your video off at this time. And let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with 20 lunges, jumping lunges, where we're gonna be switching. Hands are on your hips, and you're gonna tap one knee and switch 20 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And side to side jumps. Let's do 20 of those as well. And some inchworms, walking your hands all the way out. Push up. Walk your hands back in. Let's get 5 of those. Standing all the way back up, keeping your knees straight. You can do a wide arm push-up or a tricep push-up. Single leg lateral hops, 20. And then 20 on the other leg. On this leg, and then 20 on the other leg. And 20 butt kicks. Point your toe every time you kick. And kick and touch your toe. Knee straight and pointed toe. 20 total. Make sure we're doing our opposite hand to our opposite foot. And 20 donkey kicks. I really want us to have a quick jump off the floor on these, really rebounding our feet. 20 donkey kicks. Good. Try to bring your heels to your bottom and hold your tuck, cover your ears every time you go up. 20 times. And we'll go right into our stretches. 10 arm circles backwards, 10 arm circles forward. Keep your fingers together, elbow straight. And 10 clappers where you hug and clap behind your back. So hug and clap. And 10 twisters at your stomach, side to side. And 10 windmills, straight elbows. This hand goes all the way up to the ceiling. Fast switches. And feet together, head down in your pike stretch. Push your knees super straight. And down into your tuck. Try to push your heels down to the floor. So if your toes are up or your heels are up, try to put them down on the floor. And straighten your knees, head down, reach behind. One more time in your tuck. Rock to your toes. Rock onto your heels. And hop onto your knees, one leg in front. Knee goes forward, hips go down. Chest up tall. I want you to put some focus on pointing your back toe. And round your tummy in, straighten your front knee, but don't move your foot. I want us to activate these muscles and squeeze them tight. And down into your splits, chest up tall. I want very, very square hips today, so no sideways. Completely forward, even if we come up higher. Let's do 10 more seconds. Make sure your back knee is straight on the floor behind you. Shouldn't be out to the side. Point your back toe. 3, 2, 1. Switch your legs, other foot in front. And hips go forward. Chest up tall. Again, focusing on pointing your back toe today. Hi, Emma.
Hi there.
And straighten your knees, head down. I want us to focus on tightening our front leg muscles, not just letting it relax. Squeeze those knees. And slide into your splits. I want very, very square hips today. Back knees down on the floor. Ten more seconds, focusing on pointing both of our toes. The back ones as well. 3, 2, 1. And hopping into our tuck, we're gonna get 5 straddlers. Jump into your straddle, jump into your tuck 5 times. And then hold your middle splits 15 seconds. Again, focusing on pointing our toes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring your feet together. Try to make as small of a tuck as you can. Try to bring your knees between your ears, or your knees, your knees by your ears. And we're gonna roll back and try to touch our knees to the floor. 3 times. And bridge on up, making sure we're looking at our hands in our bridge for 10 seconds. Heels down, and 10, 9, 8, try to get your nose over your hands. Heels down, 5, 4, 3, 2, push away, 1. Straight knees, grab behind your knees, tap your toes to the floor, and hover. 5, pike rolls. I want to see super tight knees, lots of muscles in your legs. Don't let your knees bend. When you're done, you can stand up and do your back bend into your bridge. You have 10 seconds with one leg and 10 seconds with the other leg. Trying to keep your eyes on your hands. One leg up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg, 10. Look at your hands, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. We're gonna get a forearm stretch. So turn your fingers towards you and put them away from you. Trying to put them all the way down to the floor. And I want you to lean in and push them down to the floor and your bottom goes back. Trying not to have your shoulders on top unless it's already stretching in the front. So if you're tight, it'll be here. But we're trying to get our hands flat on the floor. 10 more seconds. And slowly come on out. And we're gonna get a glute stretch. So in your push-up position, you're gonna bring one foot up and to the side. So like our pigeon pose, so to say. But I want you to have your foot more forward. A lot of times in pigeon pose, we'll bring our foot underneath our hips. So I want it, I'm trying to show. So I want our foot and our knee next to each other, side by side. Okay? And for the first 10 seconds, chest is up. Your back knee should be on the floor. And that foot should not be underneath you. You should be having your foot right next to your knee. And 10 seconds down to the floor, as low as you can, without sitting down on your bottom. Lift your bottom up, your back knee is on the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stretch our forearms one more time away from you and push your hands down to the floor. This flexibility is so important for your handstand work and for all of your tumbling, so it's good to repeat it. Really push those hands flat to the floor, and you should always feel some tension in the front of your hands here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to do the other leg in front. Your back knee should be straight down to the ground. Chest up for 10. And your foot should be in line with your knee. 4, 3, 2, 1, and fold forward. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. In your headstand, you have 10 seconds of each shape. So I want 10 seconds in your tuck, 10 seconds in your pike, and 10 seconds in your straddle. So make sure you have lots of space. And if you have another person with you, maybe do the straddle at a different time. Okay, so 10 seconds in your tuck, and you should be able to see both of your hands on the floor. 10 seconds in your pike, and then 10 seconds in your straddle. Super straight knees, show those muscles, feet, toes together, very good. Good. When our heads are on the floor, we should have our hands way out in front of us. Good, super straight knees, pointed toes, awesome job. 10 seconds in each shape. When we're done with that, we're gonna move on to arm balances. So we're gonna try the same thing, but on our forearms. And then we're gonna add 10 seconds in each split. So you're gonna put your hands, you can also choose to do it with your hands behind your head. Hold on, it's not focusing. Focus on me. Okay, so on your forearms, you're gonna go up into your tuck, and then into your pike and your straddle, and then you're gonna do your splits on each side. On your forearms. Your hands should be flat on the floor and looking at your hands the whole time. If you feel like you start to fall over, then tuck your head and roll. You can start with just your splits. 10 seconds on each side. Good. Good. And try to get your head off the floor if we're doing our arm balances. That's the tricky part. Look at your hands and push your hands away. Good. Good, good, good. Oh. If you start to fall, you can just tuck your head and roll. All right. We're gonna do against the wall 12 shoulder taps. So I want our stomachs facing the wall for our handstands. And without wiggling your hips side to side, squeezing your bottom, 12 shoulder taps. Looking at your hands without your head sticking out. 12 on each shoulder. 1, 1, 2, 2. Good, get your ears covered. And look at your hands. Good, feet together. Squeeze your bottom tight. Good. So 12. And we're gonna get 3 handstand forward rolls, just because we probably haven't done these in a while. So it's just something that we do have, hopefully, space to do. Do not do this if you have a hard floor under you. Always make sure that you have some type of padding. I want us to try to hold our handstand for at least 2 seconds before we roll. And if we don't feel that we have a very safe space, then we can do it against the wall, our handstand, and then roll out of it from there. But let's just get 3. Okay. Very good. 3 handstand forward rolls. And after we get those, very good. Try to hold for 2. All right, we're going to attempt, if these are a little too challenging, then just go back to your shoulder touches. We're gonna try 6 hip touches. So in your handstand against the wall, you're going to have your hands closer together, tap your hip and tap your hip. 6 on each side. Trying to keep your bottom tight so that you don't wiggle too much. 6 hip taps. belly facing the wall. And again, if those are too hard, then you'll just go to your 12 shoulder taps on each side. Good. Elbow straight, cover those ears. Feet together, knees straight. Awesome job. Very good. All right. Next, we're going to work on some handstand pirouettes. So make sure you have a lot of space for this. We're gonna start in our spider handstand against the wall if you're not, if you haven't practiced handstand pirouettes before. But if you have, then go ahead and get 10 attempts. Yes, Livea?
Wait, one sec.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to ask. Wait,
Yeah.
okay. Wait, I forget what a handstand pirouette is.
A handstand pirouette, so you kick up to a handstand, you turn one hand and then face the other direction. So I'm gonna show you one that you can do against the wall if you haven't done them, okay?
Okay.
So you'll go with your belly up against the wall, and then you're going to turn one hand and turn the other. Okay? So you're trying to do a half turn handstand. And for those of you who have already been doing these and working on them, you have 10 without on the floor. Okay? Kick up,
You can like raise your hand.
turn, and down.
He wants you to try it.
Did you have another question, Livea?
Yeah. Is the handstand pirouette kind of like a Wendy on the ground, or is it like different?
A Wendy. I don't know if I've heard that term before.
I think you move your hands.
Oh, is it just like a side hand?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's similar to a Wendy, but you start in a full handstand.
Okay.
Yeah, so you start with a regular handstand, and then you turn one hand and the other.
I've done that before.
Mhm.
Okay, try it.
Yeah, so let's get 3 attempts of those, okay? If they're a little bit new for us, we'll get 3. And if you have already finished your pirouettes, Emma, Yasmin, Natalie, then I want us to try to do 3 attempts at a full pirouette. So if we were having a hard time with the halves, then just focus on those, but I want us to try a full pirouette after. And if they're a little too challenging, Livea by yourself without the wall, you can do them up against the wall. So your belly goes up against the wall, then you turn your hands and step down. Does that make sense?
Is it basically just handstand walking like in a half circle? Is it basically like that?
Yeah, yep, like a half turn. Kind of like how you do a half turn jump on your feet, but with your hands.
That makes more sense.
It's just a fancy pirouette word. All right. The last 5 minutes or so, we'll get some core conditioning and a lot of bridge work. Good, Livea. We gotta get those feet together if you want to turn. Can't turn with those feet apart. Good. A little stronger kick. Feet together and turn. Good. Try to fall over in your handstand a little bit. Kick. Good. All right, we're gonna move on to our core conditioning. We're gonna start with 30 seconds of a condensed bridge. So you're gonna bridge up and try to walk your hands and feet as close as you can together and try to hold that for about 30 seconds. Okay, this will strengthen our back muscles a lot, as well as extend and stretch out our stomach muscles. 30 seconds, ready, bridge up and walk your feet in and walk your hands in. And then push your feet and your hands away. Trying to look at your hands. Walk 10 more seconds. 2, 1, and rock it out. Woo. And wherever you're the least flexible is probably where you'll feel it the most. So if your shoulders are a little tight, that's where you'll feel it there. If your back is a little tight, that's where you'll feel there. Or sorry, if your stomach is tight, it's actually the opposite for bridges. So when your stomach muscles are really tight, it'll hurt your back to do bridges. All right, we're gonna get 25 tuck outs. In your tuck, extend with your arms up and tuck. I want you to use your arms throwing down to help you sit up. Arms are up, throw down to come up. "25. Try not to let your feet touch. Keep your feet up off the ground. If it's a little too tricky, you can stay on your bottom the whole time and do it more like into a pike. "25 of those. Just make sure your knees get all the way straight. We're gonna do 20 bridge, kick, switch. So you're just gonna kick and switch your feet. You don't have to do them all in a row, but try to get at least 10 in. So I'll show you what they look like. "20 bridge kicks. Kick one leg up and then switch your legs. Switch. Good. Good, Livea. Try one leg up at a time and then switch and hold the other leg up. So 20 total. You did 5 and took a rest. Do another 5 and take a rest. 5 and take a rest. But doing these will really engage those upper back muscles to hold ourselves up in our bridge without our feet helping us. When you're done with those, we have 25 side crunches. You're gonna let your knees fall to one side, and you're gonna try to reach up and touch your toe. "25 on each side. Good, I want us to touch the toe with our hand that's on top. So the hand that's away from the floor. So you'll feel a lot of crunching right in the side of your ribs there. All right, and then last we have 20 single leg V-ups. So you're gonna be on your back and you're gonna lift one leg up and tap it at the top. Lift the other leg up, tap. Try to keep your arms covering your ears the whole time. Don't let your arms come down and then come up here. I wanna move with your ears as if your arms are glued to your ears. So 20 total, 1, 2, 10 on each leg. Woo. Good, Livea. Super straight knee when you lift that knee up. Good. Those are great for getting those muscles for kips, if that's something that we're looking to get for bars when we get back. All right, ladies, a great job today. And I'm going to tell you your homework is to do 50 more of those sometime today or tomorrow, or both days, those 50 L single leg VFs. Not L, single leg VFs. And then 50 straddle leg lifts. So in your straddle, putting your hands in front, 50 straddle leg lifts. These are all muscles, super important for our kips, and I think that we can really be focusing on strengthening those while we're out so that when we get in the gym, our kips will come to us really easy. Okay? Girls did great today, and we will see you on Thursday, if not next week, okay?